What is up, Cowboys Nation? Your boy Mike Tag here. Hopefully, you guys are having a good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching the show, man. Just wanted to drop this quick video. Make sure you hit that like, hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Definitely check out. We will be live. Kelly K9 and I will be live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. We're going to be talking a lot about the Cowboys, how this defense is, getting ready for the Raiders. Is it too little, too late? You know, they're going, 3-5-1. They got the odds stacked against them. I said, they needed that win Monday night. I was there, and I think they really, really hurt themselves with any kind of playoff hopes dropping that game. And they're going to have to go on an unbelievable run. They did it before. If you guys remember that Amari Cooper trade, they did. They were 3-5, I believe, and they ended up making a run. But I just don't know with this defense if they're going to be able to sustain a consecutive win streak. The only thing that works in their favor, and we'll get into it tonight, is 3 of their road games are against teams that are kind of reeling. You got the Raiders Monday night, and we're going to talk about that on tonight's show. And then looking down the road, you do have the Commanders and you got the Giants on the road, and those two teams are in a bad way. So your tougher games, except for Detroit, are at home. So if you like the home cooking, that's where the optimism can be. The other optimism is, can this defense get to another level of respectability? You got Overshown and Revel are back at practice. Overshown looks like he's good to go. I'd be surprised if he doesn't play Monday night. I think Revel, he's up in the air. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But, they do have Carson that came back. He played a little bit more in the Arizona game. So they do have help on the way. Malik Hooker, boy, we missed him, right? We're killing him, but we saw what life was like without him. So hopefully getting him back. And with that, obviously, Quinnen Williams addition, Logan Wilson. So this is going to be a totally different defense. The starting linebackers are going to be Overshown and Wilson. And obviously you got James in there, and you got Leofau in the mix and others. So it is going to be a different look linebacking core. The D line with Quinnen Williams, you're getting some attitude with Wilson and Williams as well. So I'm excited to see how it translate on the field and see if they get any kind of momentum. Am I looking for the big playoff run, man? As long as we're in it, I'm always going to have hope. I'm always going to want to see the Cowboys get it done. But realistically, what you want to see is improvement. It doesn't look like the Cowboys are going to move on from Eberflus. And to be quite honest, I think a lot of this is on the players as much or more than it is on the coach. If you really watch the film, just lack of discipline and communication. We've had several former Cowboys on, and they all harp the same thing. So is it the coordinator? Is it the players? You're going to find out as hopefully we get some better players in there. Logan Wilson's a veteran. Quinnen Williams, all-pro, Pro Bowl player. So you're upgrading, obviously getting Overshown, who's a big playmaker. Revel, you just don't know. He's a rookie. Has a lot to ask a cornerback to come in and just be the man, because we know that we're hurting in that secondary. And that's really, to me, the Achilles heel, and where I think problems are going to still continue. And you see a trend, with these quarterbacks. When they come in and play Dallas, they look all world, and then the next week it's back down to reality. I saw a stat where most of the teams that have beaten the Cowboys this year have gone on to lose in double digits the next week. And it's kind of crazy. And you saw what I saw it live, what Brissett did to our defense. And then he, goes and gets stomped the next week and looks, pathetic. So that's where we really have some issues. I've got issues because I'm working in the cave. If you guys notice it, man, this is just a totally different look, Mike. Where you're not in the cave. Well, I've kind of retrofitted one of our rooms to make it easier for me to be able to drop videos. I always had to pack up stuff in the cave and unpack it. So I'm transforming my old office into it. So you see some of the paint's gray, some's not, because in the past I used it facing the other way. So I was kind of cheating the system. Now I'm going to have to be legit. I'm going to outfit everything this weekend and make this my little space. My little space as the kids get old. You guys know that. The kids get older. They go to college. They go doing their own thing. You get a little bit more room in the house. You can take stuff over. So going to be working on that this weekend. But like I said, we're going to be live tonight Right, Kelly and I will be talking, and we might mix in some college football because you guys know and you see behind, man, it's all about the U. And Miami's back in the playoff hunt, and they showed their first game. You know, the matchup could be Texas Tech. So Kelly and I might have some problems. We might have some problems in the cave if it ends up being that matchup, but we'll see what happens. I think for Miami to win out would make life a lot easier for them. They would move up in the rankings. So I don't really see them facing each other in the first round. I think it could be a second round matchup because I think Texas Tech is going to end up in that 1-4 spot when all's said and done. And I think Miami, if they win out, will move to a little bit of higher ranking. Right now, I think they're 12 or 11 or something like that. I think they're going to move up into the top 10. They should pass Notre Dame because they beat them. And if you want to go head to head, that's what that was their big gripe last year, was the head to head was a big criteria. Then hopefully with Miami and Notre Dame having the same record, hopefully Miami creeps up into the top 10 rankings. That'll help move them in. But they got to win. At the end of the day, you got to win. No excuses. They played like crap for 2 games in a row and gave a couple games away. They should be in a much better position. So they did it to themselves, just like my Cowboys did it to themselves. You want to talk about life being hard, being a Cowboys and being a Hurricane fan, man. It's been a tough road, but getting back to the defense, I think we're going to see a better defense Monday night. I think it's kind of good that they're getting a little bit of extra practice, right? They got a little extra day being on Monday night, but then it's going to start that stretch, and you're going to know by Thanksgiving this team has a prayer. If they get on a streak and they got the Eagles at home, short week, Chiefs at home, then they're on the road against the Lions, then home against Minnesota, home against the Chargers, then road. You're going to know pretty quickly where this team is at. And if you look at the schedules, just look at who's ahead of them. Go look at Chicago's schedule. Go look at Green Bay's schedule. There's some teams with some tough schedules, tough opponents left. So, but the Cowboys got to win. If the Cowboys win, they got a shot, but it's a very slim shot. Very slim shot, but we'll talk about it tonight. Just wanted to drop a quick video. Thank everyone again, all the subscribers, all the followers on social media. If you're not following me, it's mtag1993 on Instagram, on Twitter, X, on TikTok, all that kind of stuff. But more importantly, love the support of the cave. Love you guys coming in here. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Thumbs up helps. Always leave a comment. Say you're good, you suck, whatever it is. Any comment's a good comment. It keeps that algorithm going. So definitely appreciate it. I got to get off to work. You guys have a great day. Hopefully we'll see you guys live in the cave tonight. It's going to be a good one. See you.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.